In my opinion, the king of all exercises for people over 50 is the deadlift. Now, before we show how to deadlift, let me explain to you why we deadlift. There are many reasons. One, it works many muscles at the same time. Deadlifts work the hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and grip all at the same time without requiring 4 different exercises for 4 different muscles. So that's one great reason. Another one is it decreases lower back pain. How does it do that? Well, because one common cause for lower back pain is the inability to distinguish hip motion from lower back motion. If you pick things up from your spine, you're going to hurt your back. But a deadlift teaches you to pick things up with your hips, so your spine stays straight as opposed to bent, and you're able to pick things up with a straight spine and mostly with your hips as opposed to your lower back ligaments. That's another great reason. Another one is carryover to real life. How often do you pick things up in everyday life? Often. Furniture, kids, briefcases, laundry. So it has great carryover to everyday life outside the gym. You don't want to be just gym strong, but then weak in real life. You want to be both. You want to be gym strong and you want it to carry over to your real life. Another great benefit to deadlifts is that it does indeed work the grip. Grip strength is a strong predictor of longevity and independent function. In some cases, it's even life-saving. For example, if somebody is falling or slipping, they're going to try and grab whatever's around them. If they have the grip strength to hold on and prevent themselves from falling, they might avoid breaking a hip. Now, if they try to grab on, but if their grip is not strong enough and they let go, they might break a hip or have some spinal vertebrae fracture. And that leads to a downward spiral into eventually the unfortunate and inevitable death. So many great reasons to deadlift. It even helps you when you need to hold static positions. For example, if you're raking leaves for a long period of time, your back is holding a static contraction. And if your back is strong enough to handle that, fine, you can rake leaves, you can shovel snow without any great back pain. If your lower back lacks endurance, then you're going to feel it the next day or a few hours later. That's another great reason to deadlift. A final great reason to deadlift is that it's easier to get out of a sitting position, whether that's chairs, toilets, in your car. A lot of people complain that their back hurts getting out of the car. So those are many great reasons to deadlift. Lots of benefits for only one exercise that's not very time consuming. And those are just the reasons to do it as it applies to everyday life. What about overall health? Well, if you deadlift with the right number of repetitions and sets, it can also help you strengthen your bones, to improve your bone density and reverse osteoporosis. It's one of the most common exercises that we do use with our osteoporotic clients. It's also fantastic for blood sugar management because it does work so many muscles at the same time. So I can't say enough good things about deadlifts, especially for people over 50. Now, if you're wondering, how do I deadlift? That's exactly what we're going to talk about right now. So before you even deadlift, you have to get your back into the right position. You have to be straight, but you don't need to be upright. So for example, this is straight and upright. This is not straight, but upright, okay? So bend down from your hips, okay? So from your hips, not from your spine, okay? Bend down from your hips, grab the bar below you, and then lift it up until your hips are fully straight. And then back down to your lower shins, and back up. Down and up, okay? And that is how you deadlift properly, okay? Common mistakes with the deadlift are rounding at the spine, so doing this, or pushing the knees forward like this, so trying to squat the weight down. The reason people often do that second one is because of the mistaken perception that they need to do it upright. A deadlift does not need to be upright, it just needs to be straight, so we distinguish those two. As for how many sets, repetitions, and how much weight do you use, we start with the repetitions. You want to find a weight that allows you to lift between 10 and 15 repetitions. If you were to think to yourself at the end of the 15th repetition, how many more could I have done? Your answer should be, I probably could have only done 1 or 2 more with good technique. So that's why I don't want to say a blanket weight, because you, the viewer, are going to have vastly different abilities than another viewer. So don't worry about the weight itself, worry about the resistance. Again, the resistance is a weight that allows you to lift 15 repetitions, but probably not 17 or 18. That's your upper limit. Now, the key is progression. Just because you found the right weight for you right now doesn't mean that's going to be the right weight for you forever, or heck, even in a week. You're going to be getting stronger very quickly in the beginning. The more advanced you get, the slower you progress. But in the beginning, progress will come fast. Your goal is to hit 15 repetitions every time. If you can hit 15, raise the weight. If you can't hit 15, keep the weight the same. And if you can't even do 10, lower the weight, okay? Now, if you're doing multiple sets, 2 to 4 sets is what you should probably be doing 2 to 4 times per week, then you just need to hit 15 on one of those multiple sets to raise the weight next workout. A lot of people wait too long at the same weight before raising the weight. They wait for themselves to become comfortable with that weight. You don't need to wait for comfort, you just need to wait for the right technique. As long as you can do 15 repetitions with perfect, flawless technique on one of the multiple sets, raise the weight next workout. Progression is the name of the game, and it's the big reason why most people don't make progress in the gym. They found the right weight and they think that's the right weight forever, but it isn't. If you want to dive way deeper into other exercises, I have an entire playlist that shows other exercises. And if you want to get more personalized advice about your own exercise, nutrition, supplementation to help you with function, strength, weight loss, and more, we do exactly that with our clients. So if you click on the link in the description below, you'll see an application form on our homepage where you can schedule a free, complimentary 10-15 minute Zoom chat that is no pressure, no sales pitch, where we'll just discuss your situation and your goals and figure out, can we help you get there?